Does this jacket make my face look fat?
No, your face makes your face look fat.
Welcome back to Chronic Kitchen, where we're body shaming me every episode. Today we're making the world's fastest flourless chocolate cake. It's going to be heavily infused. So if you have celiac disease or gluten intolerance, this is the cake for you. It's going to have 1,600 milligrams of THC, and it's going to fuck your day right up. Are we rolling?
Yeah.
We've been rolling.
Whole time.
So we have all this abuse on camera recorded.
You mean direction?
Oh, direction. Guys, if you're like me, you've been gaslit by your best friend, and you want to make this cake. It's going to have 800 milligrams of wheat in it, and we're going to feed the entire thing to your hefty friend so he sleeps for about 24 hours.
That won't stop me from telling you the truth.
So to start, we're going to cut up our 8 ounces of dark chocolate. While we do that, we're going to have a little double boiler set going. If you want to use a microwave, you can, but we're a little fancier here at Chronic Kitchen. So we're going to give this a nice fine chop. I picked the dark chocolate with some almonds in it and some sea salt. I'm a salty little fucker.
Salty bitch.
Get this nice and fine. I'm going to go right into the bowl here. Hey, not as bad as we thought.
I really thought that was going to be bad.
Got 8 ounces of chocolate. We have a full cup of our weed butter, so that's a lot of milligrams, guys. You could use a half a stick if you want, or you can go for the full stick. Whatever makes you feel warm at night. We're just gonna let this melt. And once the butter's melted, we're gonna take this off the heat. You got any more abuse? Direction for me?
No, just don't make any more mistakes and we won't have any more problems.
See, now that that's nice and melted, we want this to cool down a little bit. So we're gonna take it off the heat. On a second bowl, we're gonna add 4 eggs and 1 cup of sugar. Give this a nice little whisk. You don't want it to be too lumpy.
Like your head.
Now that we got this combined, now we're gonna slowly add this chocolate mixture with your egg. It has to cool down a little bit because it'll literally cook the eggs if it's still hot. Now, there's no flour in this cake, so if you're gluten adverse, this is for you. We have a nice greased cake pan. What is that? A circle cake tin? What is this? Look at that. Now you're fucking done. You made a fucking cake. This cake's got fucking 800 milligrams of THC in it. If you want to get fancy, you could put some nuts here. You could sprinkle some sugar on top, or you can just put it in your oven, just like this. You're gonna have the best flourless cake you ever had. All right, I forgot to close the spring form correctly, so we had to switch pans really quick. I have some leftover pistachio, walnut, and sugar. I'm gonna add that here. You could add any topping you like. You wanna throw in freeze-dried raspberries, dehydrated strawberries, your favorite nuts, some sugar on top, whatever you'd like. We got the oven set to 350 degrees. This is gonna go in for about 25 to 30 minutes when the center is set. You don't have to do a toothpick test here. You'll be able to tell. Just jiggle it a little bit. If the center is set, you're good to go. Cake is out of the oven. Baked for about 30 minutes. Cool for about 10 or 15. It smells wonderful. I could hear Evan breathing really heavily in my ear. We've got some of this sugar, walnut, pistachio mix. We've got some cocoa powder, a little bit of powdered sugar, and we're gonna throw a little salt on top. Just a little pinch, just to bring out the flavors in the chocolate. Decorate this really nice. We got a nice pretty cake here. What you wanna do is take like a dull knife or a rubber spatula and run it around the sides so nothing sticks when you take it out of your spring form. Let's see how it did. that, baby. This thing has like 1,600 milligrams of THC in it because I used a full cup of infused butter. If you only use a half a cup, it's going to have about 750 milligrams. Let's eat this fucker, huh?
What do we got going on here, bud?
And be careful with this bad boy. There's probably about 100 milligrams in this piece of cake right here.
And that's one slice.
One slice, yeah.
Is that a lot? Is that a lot of milligrams?
That's a lot of milligrams. This is a 2 chains amount of milligrams.
2 chains.
2 chains.
Wow. That guy's got a lot of chains.
He's got
At least 2. Anyway.
2 of them at the very least.
How does this translate if you were like smoking joints? How many milligrams is a joint?
It's not the same. It's like taking an entire gram of weed and putting it directly into your bloodstream or digestive tract.
Right in the brain.
Yeah. Like a gram of like rosin's like 500 milligrams, which is a fucking lot.
Okay.
1 gram of THC is 100 milligrams, but most cannabis plants are like only 25 to 32% THC. So it'd be essentially like smoking 3 grams in a matter of minutes.
You think it's going to take me minutes to eat that piece of cake? Because it won't.
No.
It won't at all.
The way your liver is going to process it, it's all going to get processed kind of at once.
Bitch ass liver.
Especially the way you fucking... Oh, man. This flourless cake is going to have a different texture in the center as it will at the end. I encourage you to enjoy them both. And like always, no children were harmed in the making of this weed cake.
Oh, my God.
You can't say the same thing, can you, Willie?
Son of a
You
bitch.
fucking degenerate.
Oh,
Oh, my God. That is good.
This is almost good enough to forget about Willy Wonka's tyranny.
Please consider donating.
Oh, man.
Please consider making this fucking cake.
It's so cakeish, even though it has no flour.
No flour. The nuts is such a nice, like nice and roasted. That's why you want to add the nuts before you bake it.
Oh, my God.
Get a nice little roasted
It's like,
that
if a,
fucking texture.
it's like if a pudding wanted to be a cake.
Right, but quit halfway through like you did in college.
Oh, wow, you got halfway, Mr. Big Shot.
Yeah, some of us didn't even get an eighth of the way. But you don't have to go to college to put drugs in your blood.
Nope, there's no rules. Oh, wow. That's delicious.
It's going to be very high, my man.
Take a nap.
Let's take a moment, say a prayer. I'm going to finish this fucking cake. Wow. This is a chocolatey river I'd like to fucking die in.
You want to die in every river you see. This is why we can't go kayaking.
It's chewy. Oh, it's so good. It's like, you can't see me, but I have to stand 3.5 inches away from this countertop because I'm fully. Listen, like I said earlier, if you don't want to make a 1,600 milligram cake, you want to make an 800 milligram cake, just use a half a stick of butter. If you're like me, and it doesn't really matter anymore, you've just kind of floated down the lazy river of life. You should make the full fucking 1,600 milligram cake and make sure you write below in the comments and say thank you, because you're fucking welcome.
You're welcome.
See you next time.